Hi, Vel. Hello, other person. My audio input is not playing nice with me, and I do not appreciate it. How have you all been? Anywho. Okay, let me try this again. I am back down to... Okay, we are back to 2 people. Make it make sense, guys. Good God. Heresy, I tell you, heresy. Y'all can hear me now, right? What the hell? Were you guys hearing double audio? Oh my God. Alright. As that is shown, my audio is blurred as hell. So, be patient with me while I'm apparently having a oh God. That means all of that is... Oh God, that means all my audio is gonna be screwed up. Good luck, good luck. This is gonna be fun. Ugh, scheisse. Okay, you know what? This is it's insane, isn't it? Oy. Thank you, thank you. Alright, let's... Haha! I get it before it causes any issues. Alright, welcome to Blender, the mythical software that apparently everyone is scared of. Cause like, I mean, I get it. This crap can be scary. But like, it's not that big a deal, honestly. At least not in my opinion. Now then, I'm gonna go over some basic... Alright, welcome to class, kids. Today, we're gonna learn a bit of vocabulary. Write this down now. Well, today, Vel, I'm here to shine a light and put that wizardry to rest. Because honestly, it's a really fun program if you know what you're doing. And that's what I'm here to help with. So, let's start with simple stuff. Middle mouse button to rotate around the scene. I'm probably gonna say this a lot, but like, basic movement is very important, especially understanding stuff, getting a bearings on the program. So, middle mouse button to rotate, shift middle mouse button to pan, scroll in and out to zoom, pretty standard stuff. Now then, there are many modes that you can enter. Some of them are very terrifying. For example, I do not mean to scare you, wrong thing, but if you hit Control Tab, you will have a wheel. This is a very funny wheel because each of these modes can be applied onto that plane right there. We are not touching sculpting, textures, vertex paint, or weight paint. None of that are we touching today. Absolutely not. Only edit mode and object mode. And if I have the time, maybe pose mode. But pose mode doesn't really have much to it. I can just show you... Ooh, I can actually show you guys the animation I'm working on as well. If y'all would like. But I would assume you would. Honestly, it's very fun and I absolutely adore it. Okay, so this is edit mode. It's pretty simplistic, honestly. So, right now, you can select some stuff. You can select the vertexes and move them around. Pretty neat. This is your little gimbal. It can it changes depending on which setting you have it on. You could have it on move, rotate, scale, or if you're a psychopath, you could have it on all 3. But that is like an actual pain, for me at least. I prefer not doing that. At all. Whatsoever. So, here are some other first vocabulary of the day. Topology. It's a funny word, but it's very important. It is pretty much... Here, hold on. Let me put it on something else. It is pretty much all the little squares you have around. Hold on. Ah, darn it. I hate it when it does that. And... For example... This is a topology. It's a bad topology, but a topology nonetheless. It's also smooth as hell, apparently. But topology can refer to... It refers to the entire mesh, but if you want to specify... You would want to use... You guys can hear me, right? Yes, you can, actually. No. I'm going just mentally insane, you see. There are two types of topology. You can have tries, which are... Hold on. Delete. Still. Tries. I do not believe it'd be that surprising to hear that tries means triangles. Most of the time, like, video games use triangles. Yes, thank you, Val. Thank you. Pretty much video games like to use tries because they're easier to work with. Especially for, like, deforming animations. Like, do they look good? Absolutely not. But they're easier to maintain and they can be simplified better, which allows the games to run faster, especially if you're working with a potato of a PC. Now, there are quads. Quads are used for stuff like animation. Now, please do not quote me on all of this. This is what I know as myself. Quads are, to nobody's surprise, rectangles, squares, stuff like that. Quads, quadrilaterals, blah, duh. But they're very important, especially for Blender, because quads are the crux to animation, more or less, because if you don't have good quads, then your mesh will not look good when deforming. Because, like, whenever you... Oh, how would I put it? When you parent or have your mesh... Oh, how simple do I need to explain? Here, you know what? Give me a second. Boop. Bop, bop, bop. These are meta balls. Do not worry about them. They're not the main concern of this stream. I'm just using them to build a concept. Now then. Welcome to... This is what we would call a... Hold up. Convert to mesh. This is a mesh. It is a bunch of tries and quads and other assorted things. I'm curious about something, actually. Tries to quads. Oh, that's gonna be gross. Anywho. This is a mesh. And when you parent it, you add a bone. Let's just... In Blender, they're called armatures. Don't ask me why. I cannot tell you. We're trying to be fancy here, I guess. Bones can also be put into edit mode. They allow you to to add more bones and to play with the hierarchy, or which bone affects what bone. E to extrude. It's very important you know that now. And if you want something to snap back to the world origin, you'd hit Shift S. No, not cursor. Oh god. Selection to world origin. For example. Then you just move these in. And finally, if you want to actually see your bones, your skeleton, I call it rig. honestly, I just call it a rig. You have an X-ray mode. Very helpful. Now then, if you hit control... Fuck, I never explained. Okay, so, edit mode, right? Pretty much, hit tab. Tab is your edit mode. Well, control tab is all your modes. For this one specifically, it'd be pose mode. But for like a mesh, control tab shows all the modes that you can work with. Whereas here, control tab puts you in pose mode. Oh, they simplified it. Sorry, I'm still getting used to the new update for Blender, so this is actually pretty cool. Control tab puts it into pose mode. Now pose mode is the important one, because that is where you, well, as the name suggests, pose your model. And as you can see, the hierarchy is shown. Then, just select all of them. To parent, you would hit Control P, and not envelop. Just, for now, behold, weights. We're just going to use automatic. It's not going to look pretty in the slightest, but it gets the job done for now. This is what I mean by mesh deform. In actual terms, weight painting is designed to help make this look good. This is actually not too bad now that I'm looking at it. Pretty much, this is how you would rig a body, or any mesh really. Please ask questions if you do not understand something. I do not know how to explain things thoroughly, hence the title of this stream. I'm just kind of telling you everything I know, more or less. Let's see here. I have 2 concurrent viewers. Beware my power. Okay, back to work. Pretty much. Fuck, this was all about quads. Okay. I have a bad habit of going into tangents. So, a normal mesh, if you want it to be optimal, or like not completely lag out your computer whenever you move a single bone, you would want to use quads. This is in tries because, of course it is. You can, that's just because of how I built it. But I got, for here, it looks good somewhat, but quads are better because it doesn't actually bend, it doesn't screw with it too much. I can't explain it too well. It's just something I know. It's like basic philosophy. It's like philosophy. You understand it, but you don't know how to explain it. I just see it as basic common knowledge. Granted, that's kind of all of Blender in a nutshell. Now then, there are some other beauties to this software. Let me open up a different file to explain something else. Because not only is this a modeling software, you can make cool ass renders in it. Let me find, this'll do. Okay, so here is one of my model. Here's my model. Behold, dev pic of Lux IRL. Can't believe it. Oh my god. Oh yeah, I wanted to put a subdivision on that later. Okay. Okay, do not be intimidated by all the dotted lines. Give me a second. Fuck. How do I get rid of that again? Wrong thing. Not that. Oh, that just shows the origins. I don't need that. There we are. That. Thank you, Vincent. Do not worry about those. Okay, pretty much those. You know how I said stuff about parenting? That's what that was. Those lines signified where those were parented to. It isn't too intense, honestly, and it's nothing we need to get into. What we need to get into is the basics of renders. Now then, my model doesn't do too good with trying to explain that, because there's a significant lack of color. Whoa! Oh, damn! Sorry, 4.0 Blender got me insane. Holy shit, I can actually just scroll around. Actually, this is a bad example. Let's go to Yuva. Okay. Sorry, forgive me. I'm bouncing around files here, but I have a really good one to show. This is Yuva Nestra's render file. This is what it looked like when none of the lighting, none of the textures, all that is shown. Breaking down this could probably help with explaining probably a lot of things. So, let's do it. To start, volume. Pretty much showing depth without depth of field. Or in this case, it is just really intense. You see all this black smoke here? That's the volume. Let me hide it. This stuff gives that kind of cloudy smoke. That's how you would normally show it with that. It's pretty neat, in my opinion. Wrong tab. And it's also how you can have lights look so vibrant and emissive without having to go too insane in a compositor. As you can see, after it's done having a near heart attack each time, let me switch it over. Here's what it looks like. It's really fucking cool. Alright. Now then, next thing. Let me go ahead and see if I can hide the... Alright. Oh! Well, I guess I don't really need to explain it, but here it is anyway. Minor explanation on these windows. So, you can tweak your environment however you please. It's a basic part to most of these softwares is you're allowed to customize them to a massive extent. Personally speaking, I like it, and it's very nice. I say, just customize it to the most comforting of you. The software is very forgiving, for you can, no. There we are. Because you can merge them together, or you could rip them apart and bring out new ones. And here is where you would designate what they do. You could, for example, this would be the viewport. This is file view. This one, I'd probably put into like a UV editor or image editor. Thusly being able to see like what image I'm putting into a shader here. I will get into shaders in a second. Right now, volume. Here we are. We don't really need volume for this part because I'm showing something else. You see these little like glowing dots? These are what we like to call particles. You can throw them into anywhere onto a mesh. For this one, I have it on the inside. I can't explain too well particles right now because there's a new ass system to them and it's kind of fucking scary. And I don't know. It's not scary. I just don't know what has changed. Because for all I know, this stuff could have screwed with everything. Seems to have not, though. Oh, cache is new. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Volume Y'all have gone to geometry class. A volume is the inside of a cube, the shape. It's the inside of the shape. Haha. I just have these spheres thrown out randomly throughout the entire cube square thing. And here's the little bastard right here. Next thing, shaders. For the simplicity of the matter, shaders are just your images put onto a mesh. Now, there's a lot more to it, but, like, absolutely not. I am not talking about UVs. Because, like, UVs are... Those are actually disgusting. Like, everyone in the community hates them. Understandably so. But, like, this is your main shader. Hold up. Let me zoom out a bit. It's called a principled BSDF. It's been updated in 4.0, but it still maintains the same stuff. It's very versatile. It's very cool. Because check it out. Now, this is a metallic looking thing. If you turn down the roughness, it even looks the part. Or, if I turn up the roughness a bit, turn down the metallic, now it looks like the dress it's supposed to be. I don't even know what the original roughness was. It was probably around 50%. Or, if I wanted to make it look really glassy, or reflective, behold. Now you can see everything on it. Stuff's very cool and very powerful. The way I've heard, a good description I've heard for Blender is that it's as powerful as your computer is. So, like, if you have a beefy-ass computer, you can do some cool-ass shit. But you don't need a really beefy computer to be able to do stuff with this. I forget this does this, and it always perplexes me. But that's not something I'm gonna get into. Hold up. Let me select the... Oh, I separated them. Right. Here's a good mesh. Never mind, these are all fucking tries. Because it's a VTuber model. That's right. It's neat, though. Notice how it all comes together quite nicely. Now then, we just reconnect the other. Let me find it. There you are. Volume to volume. The system for shading is actually pretty simplistic. It's like Unreal Engine's coding. Aw, thank you. Thank you, Lux. Hello, fellow Lux. I cannot guarantee the best explanations, but I do know a lot of what I'm talking about. Oh my god. Sorry, I just went on Twitter for a second. Looks like I've been mega smashed by somebody. Because I like those things. It's a guilty pleasure. Okay. So that's volume, particles. I'm not touching weight paints. Rigging to a degree. What else should I touch up on? I guess I should show you guys the animation. Here we are. Here is a peek at the animation file that that one animation I made uses. It's really neat. Oh, that's due tomorrow. Oh shit, that's due tomorrow. Sorry, classwork. As you can see, it doesn't look too complex because most of it is just a camera. A key thing I've never learned about in animation at all till I started it is that you do not need to animate every single little thing. That camera, as long as it doesn't see it, you don't need to worry about it. For example, you notice how this thing is just moving to the side a bit? That's only because the camera blocks it, yet it doesn't affect anything. A better example is, where is it? Right there. Because, fast fact about, oh god. Oh, I need to animate that better. Anywho. Don't get distracted, Lux. So, in pose mode, there are some constraints you can put on these bones. It allows you to make animation easier. For example, the camera. This little sucker, right at that point, right there, I have it act like it's parented to this bone right here to allow it so that I only have to move one thing and they both move. And then I just take off the parent, which allows for that. Lux, what do you mean? Okay, well, I guess that's actually a very cool segue into modifiers. Lux has a little bit of issues with this, so I might as well show you. Oh, I get it now. That's actually very cool. What? There are data blocks? Okay, calm down, Lux. Oh, those are my things. Wait, why do I have those things here? Never mind. So, there are... Whoa. These are modifiers. You can use them to kind of play with your model without having to change the mesh. For example, subdivision smooths out the curve, though sometimes you don't need to have it too intense. Like, watch this. Notice how it's smoothed out and also a little less polygonal than right here. That's what that does. It's very, very cool. Lux, I saw that. I didn't realize you did that in Blender. Good lord. Anywho. This is like one of the most powerful and widely used modifiers in like all of Blender. Honestly, I'm pretty certain. Like, holy cow. And it's so widely used that it has its own keybind. Control 2. Or Control 1 if you only want one subdivision. Go figure. Now then. Meet. Okay, so this is a dope sheet. This is what you use to kind of add your keyframes in. You would go ahead and hit I on the board to insert a keyframe. You get a lot of options. It's very powerful and very useful. Meet its deranged older brother, the graph editor. This is where the real shit is, because like the dope sheet, that's kind of like a simplified version of this thing. This details all of every transform from for a bone is referenced here. And you can actually see it. Each color is the Z, X, Y for both rotation, scale, and location. Yes, the graph editor is pain. Not as pain as UVs, but pain. Honestly, it's not too bad if you have everything in Bezier. I don't use it too often unless I want to like change up stuff. But here's the thing. The dope sheet also has a point that kind of like negates the purpose of what's its face? The graph editor, which is called what were they called again? Interpolations. This is the bread and butter that I've discovered. Because the way you change your interpolation kind of changes everything. For example, notice how this is a smooth movement, but then it has that bounce to it. Well, in the graph editor, it kind of like does the movement for you just because I changed the interpolation. Very powerful, very useful. Oh. Good lord. I am getting so much information. Hello? I got 7 views. Let's go. It's honestly not too difficult, but I love it. Now, if you guys are to start Blender, except for you, Lux, you've already done it, and this is going to all the people watching the VODs as well, do not try this immediately. I have done this for 3 years, and I partially know what I'm doing. So, I can make this all look easy. It is not. Somewhat. I say, if you want to start, do it like the donut tutorial, or just start with a simple object and branch out from there. Learn basics better than what I'm doing right now. Like, right now, I'm just telling you guys things. It's better if you guys learn them yourself. Give me a second. There we are. Kind of nix that freaking relationship lines. Because I can tell you all this stuff for until end on end, but like, well, yes, Vincent, I'd probably get bored too. ADHD, hyperfixations, all of that. No, but, and I never said I was consistent with it. I've just been working with it for three years, working on new projects, learning stuff. Watch, if you're gonna truly adore this program, I'd say just watch random tutorials from time to time. They can help you learn things and also kind of cements parts of Blender into your brain a lot better. Because here's the thing, I still have issues myself. Let me bring up a good example, which is modeling, honestly. Like, so one time, right now, I'm working on this model for a friend. And I'm gonna be honest, this may just be myself, but I don't like it. Something about it just feels wrong. It doesn't help that this head is so cursed looking. Like, I can fix it somewhat. There we are. Like I say, start simple. Do not jump into the pond. I'm trying to say stuff here and I keep on getting sidetracked on accident. Well, it's not really a pond, it's more like an ocean. A deep blue ocean. Watch videos, really. That's like the crux of it all. At least from what I've discovered. Watching little tutorials here and there. And just learning and finding out that it's a bad idea to try to do stuff that's way too complex for you. Because there's been times where I've just have so many projects not complete because I didn't know what I was getting into. Good example of this is an older animation I've made. Let me see if I can find it. Like, it's almost complete. Well, a scene, that is. It's only a scene that's almost complete. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, not this one. Don't save. That's just the storyboard. Where did I put it? Not that. There it is. Here's one thing I was putting together. And there's still parts of this that need to be done. And changed up. For example, that needs to be brightened up now. Look at it. Looks cool as hell though. But you see, I tried doing this, and I did not realize, ooh boy, it was too much action of this one scene. I think it was this one, right here. This was probably what I spent 50% of the workload on. And it shows too, like, the quality, all that. And sure, this is all just basics, but don't do what I did. Don't just go in all willy-nilly and expect everything to turn out. That's how Blender normally loses its. That's how Blender uses its people. No, that's how most people just stop using it. I'm really bad at this whole teaching explanation thing, but I'ma try. So help me God. Huh. And if you guys have any questions, I'd probably ask them now while I still have an attention span. Because I'm gonna also just work on this a bit while I have the time. If you need concepts explained, just ask now while you still can. Ask now. How long have I been streaming for? I've only been streaming for 45 minutes. Good God. I was expecting to stream for 30 hours. Scheisse. Ah. I mean, it's been fun though. Let's see here. What else can I explain, really? Oh! So, you see my model? Yeah, there's a funny thing about that. So, the way Lux works, he uses what are called curves. Check it out. These are Bezier curves. They're, how do I describe them? Think 2 points in a line. It's like the graph editor, and it auto connects, and you can kind of just play with how it looks. For example, with just moving this little control here, I can make it look however I want. Very powerful stuff. And with some hook modifiers, you can rig it, which means I can make stuff like this without having to worry about the mesh being absolutely fucked. Very helpful, might I add. Oh no, I've lost a viewer! Viewer down! View down! Oh, I lost 2! God damn. Oh well. Ugh. Let's see here. What else is there to explain, really? There's not much, honestly. I want to say it's pretty simple, but like, it's not, more or less. It's just more the case of there's not much to explain, really. Unless I'm given prompts. I'm like an AI. Oh, actually, side story. So, I learned a new thing. Apparently, oh, hi. Apparently, there's a term for golden retrievers. That's kind of weird, bro. I'm gonna be honest here. That's, like, who the fuck? Why?
One. And two, yeah, like golden retrievers means like you're soft, cuddly, something like that. I can't give a good explanation for it. But I asked my friends, "What the heck am I?" And they said, "I am a robot." And for those who are on Twitter who have borne witness to me being a non-human, I say fair enough. Because lol. It was funny as hell. Oh yeah. It's funny to hear that though. Like just to hear you aren't a golden retriever, you're just fucking cursed. Of course this was at work, so like not as vulgar, but when have I ever cared about that? I work in childcare, I cannot be vulgar. Uh, well, since I really don't have much else to explain, how have y'all been? Like, today. My day's been good. Watched a movie with I'm gonna go with friend for now. And that was fun. We watched Guardians of the Galaxy. Apparently, they've never seen it. Granted, they're not into sci-fi, so I can't blame them. Other than that, I woke up super late, so that's kind of been the only thing today. I decided to stream because I didn't really have much else to do. Let's see here. I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and work on the animation a bit. What the hell? There we are. Yo. It's nothing too intense. Oh my god. Honestly, I don't know what to say. Like, there's not much for me. I've already told you this, but I don't really have much to say on. Thank you, Vincent. Yeah, I try. Apparently, according to a friend, I have a real knack for this stuff, which, fair. I've just kind of learned over the times. Let's see here. I need to speed up the arm. Which means all three of these things just need a broad in. Good God, this is... I feel like I'm waiting centuries. There we are. Ay. Okay, yeah, no. Thing about keyframes. They kind of... This is your timeline. This is how you can control your animation. And... honestly, not too bad. You just gotta make sure you know what you're doing. For like really smooth animations, I've gotten, I've learned slow down your movements and just keep them moving at times. Especially for, let me find it. Right here. Most of these are just constant movements. They're slow and they're minute. But they keep it going. Hold on. Like, behold.
cool as hell. And it makes it look super smooth and natural. Smooth as butter. Views. I have obtained 8 views. Let's fucking go. Wow, deja vu. Whoa, deja rev.
Wow, this is fucking with my brain. Ah. Anywho.
Eh. I mean, I'm not expecting everyone to understand what I'm saying. There's just some people who need a bit of an explanation before they can get in. Besides, if y'all really need a truly in-depth explanation, then I'm not the guy you need to go to. Cause like, there are so many more people you can actually go to. Like actual YouTubers. Oh my god, hold up. Hold up. Delete that keyframe. There we are. Just having to clean up. Right now I'm polishing the animation. Cause like, it looks cool, but it can be cooler. And you don't know what a good example of that is? Because I can assure you, I got one right here. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, theys, thems, and etc. I give you depth of field. Now, doesn't look too intense right now, but look what it can do. You just focus on an object. Turn down to f-stops. Holy God. See? For example, bring up the f-stops a bit. Probably around 1. Boop. And now it already has that little dreamy aspect to it. Oh, crap! I realize now. The plane. Yike. Oh well. I have 2 concur. Oh, 3. Oh, makes sense. YouTube, please. Oh well. Let's see here. Stream settings. Stream health. Stream is healthy. Let's go. Quality health. Quality health. What the devil? Now you know what, screw it. You know, that's a funny thing. I don't remember what I realized. Oops. I can't remember now. Oh well. Let's see here. I've been streaming for an hour. Nice. Let's see here. When does this... This ends at 1:13. Boop. And... Whee! And now... Now I can animate even more. Boom, boom. Bop, bop, bop. Now we can just Locks, Rot, and Scott. This is why you gotta be mindful of when you keyframe stuff, because there's a lot of open space here. Here we are. Ah! The timing, impeccable. Boop, bop, nope, bop. Yow. And now we're getting more emotion. And with the trick of the camera, R, Y, oh yeah, your numpad is also used. Hit 0 if you want to go into your camera. Wop. Lock Rotten Scott. That's better. Now there's more. Sorry, I'm gonna be very, very out of focused because that is how I roll my guy. Interpolation, Bezier. And boop. Boop-a-dum, ba-ba-dum, ba-ba-da-ba-dum, bum, bum. Ba-da-da-da-dum, bum, ba-da-da-da-da. The giant enemy spider. Rock Rotten Sky. Darnable. Oh, right. And add plane 1. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Thank you, Vincent. Thank you. Also, thank you, Lux and Vel, for showing up. You two are cool. You guys are now on the cool guys list. Granted, what's its face? Vel, you were already on the cool guys list. Probably gonna take minor breaks scrolling through Twitter for a quick second so that I don't get burned out a little at all. Granted, there's so much I have to change. Here we are. Now let's play with this. Oh, that's actually really cool. Lock Rotten Scott.
Control C, delete, I block rot. Too slow. So my main idea is that it's too slow. Shame. Heresy. That concludes the teaching section of my very cool stream with 8 whole ass views. Let's fucking go. Okay, do I have 2 or 3 concurrent views? Please explain this to me. Also, let's go. 41 subscribers. It's cool as hell. I haven't many streams. I don't have any mini streams actually. This ending part is too god-forsakenly slow. All of you, speed up. That's actually not bad. One. Shift D.
Let's see here. It is now 3:45.
I have been here for an hour and 15 minutes. In 30 minutes, I might call it just because I'm tired and I need to exist elsewhere. Because I'm only allowed to stream for so long, sadly. Other people's stuff, you know. Sad days. Anywho. But it has been fun. Sadly, I don't believe I got the same turnout I was hoping for.
Granted, this VOD is still going to exist, which means other people will be able to see the lack of explanations I can truly give. Let's see here. Here we are. After this, I'm gonna probably just animate the depth of field. I can never get it to do that. That's better. This looks great, actually. Yeah, haha. Ay, ay, ay. Guess I really only need to animate the hands now. And I guess shoulder movements as well, but... Hand, 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 hand.
Bop. Unspoken streamer rules? Sorry, what? Oh. Okay, that's what they meant. I was super confused. Ay. And boop. Boop, boop. Oops. Looks good, hand-wise. Should I actually make a scene for it? Because, like, right now, it is literally just a big plane.
actually a pretty good scene transition. Come to think it. Let's see here. Been streaming about an hour and a half. That's... you know what? That's fine with me, honestly. Oh, hey, 9 views.
Well, I'm sorry to everyone who was hoping for a longer stream, but I don't know if I can maintain it. Well, hold up. Alright, so I'ma end streaming now.
And call it a night. Well, call it a day. I wish y'all the very best days, nights, whatever. And bye. I am very much tired. Thank you, Val. Yeah. I don't know. I guess I just have a knack for it. I don't know. I don't know. I hope you can too, Vincent. Alright. See y'all.